Welcome everybody! I did take 19th place at regionals 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. I got there with Bloomlord. I bubbled out of top 16. There was no Bloomlord in top 16, so I think it's safe to say this was the top Bloomlord deck at regionals. Alright, Bloomlord. So, the eggs, I am running the 4 of Kokomon. It's just such a superior egg for green right now. When an effect suspends one of your Digimon, you draw one. Most green decks suspend our deck, but sometimes they suspend the other deck. So that's why sometimes we run the Gummymon as well. I run the 4 of Kokomon. I like 5. I did take out my Mimis, so I may actually go down to just the 4 Kokomon. I have seen that. I'm only holding on to the 1 Gummy because I really enjoy the artwork of Gummy and I really like Gummy. You do the 4 Kokomon with no Gummy if you're not gonna have the Mimis. If you're gonna have the Mimis, the BT1 Mimis, I say you go with the 5 because you're gonna be suspending them and making sure that you're getting your Digimon out. We'll start with our level 3s. I am still running the 3 of these Palmon. These are our Searcher Palmons. On play, reveal 4, and you add 1 with vegetation or plant in its traits and 1 fairy. So generally you can probably get a level 3, a level 4, a level 5 for your vegetations or your plants. You can possibly get your Bloomlord. The other one that I'm running a full playset of, the other searcher, is my Lalamon. Reveal top 3, you add 1 Digimon with vegetation, plant, or fairy, and 1 Yoshino among them. Now you can tell I'm not running the Mimis, I'm running the Yoshino. And I know a lot of people love the Mimi, but I really like the Yoshino. I am still currently running the 2 Pomu that when you suspend this Digimon, you get to suspend your opponent's Digimon. I think it's a very powerful out for certain things. You sometimes just have to deal with their memory blockers, right? And that is a way to get them out. You play this out, you suspend this, and you suspend their guy, and you swing over it. I am trying out the 2 of for this. I do like it. I don't know if I'm gonna do a 2 of. I might just do the 1 of because right now this is really good. This is the new SRBT14 Palmon. Start of your main phase. One of your opponent's Digimon gains all turns. When this Digimon becomes suspended, lose 2 memory, and it's until the end of their turn. So what you do is you push out, you name one of them, the guy that loses 2 memory. If you can use it during your turn where you suspend them and you gain the memory. Again, with the Pomumon, you get to get the 2 memory, right? But it's possible that you just wait until it's their turn so they can't swing. So it's like it's an ice wall for them. The last one that I'm running, this is my only gatekeeper for this meta. Players can't play Digimon by effects. It's good against the Lugermon, it's great against other Bloomlords. You go for the 2 of, you don't go any less than the 2. The 1 of just, you don't find it enough. The problem with this deck is you're most likely gonna play it and it only lasts for a turn because you have to Digivolve over it to do stuff on your turn. Those are my guys. Shablamo. I am running the 2 Togemon, my level 4s, because I know a lot of people only run the 1, but I like being able to suspend my own guys without having to swing. Sometimes you just need it to suspend. But then, unfortunately, you do have to have a Tamer card in hand to play it out. When you would play a green Tamer card from your hand, by suspending one of your green Digimon, reduce the cost by 3. So it has to happen right away. Alright, I'm running 3 of these guys. I kind of want to go back to the 4. This guy with the Ajitar combo is pretty insane. By suspending this Digimon on your main, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a card with Fairy in one of its traits in your hand for the Digivolution cost. When it would Digivolve by this effect, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. So you're Digivolving into your Bloomlord for 2. The reason why I want to do more of this is because I really like the Lilymon Ace, and the Lilymon Ace sometimes is what I want to Digivolve into. With this, I can go into the Lily as well, because now I have a level 5 fairy. You just aren't going into the Bloomlord. You want to go into like a level 5. You can do that with the Lilymon. If you're not running the Lilymon Ace, you don't want to do too many of these because it has to Digivolve into a fairy. You cannot Digivolve into anything else. Red Veggies, still very good. It's a 3 cost to play. It plays out for free. And it's a 1 Digi, so sometimes you just want it in the back. I'm currently running 4 of this Sunflowmon. I love the get an extra draw when I'm Digivolving and suspending things. I might go down I actually like the Sunflow better. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't need it. And when you want to play out cards like Agitar, I want to play this guy out for free. I want to play this guy out for free. I don't want to play this guy out for free because I want to Digivolve. Because I want to use the Digivolve thing. And I don't really want to Digivolve in the back sometimes because I'm like, I lose the Digivolving thing. But sometimes you just have to do it. Whereas this, if you Digivolve in the back and then you push out, it still works. That's my level 4s. It's just a must these days. Agitar. You run a full playset of these guys, main, once per turn, by suspending one of your green Digimon. Any green Digimon, it doesn't have to be this guy. You may play out a Digimon card with Vegetation Plant or Fairy in one of its traits, and 3000 DP or less from your hand. It plays out all of our level 4s, all of our level 3s. You suspend, you play that, and then you suspend the Sunflow to go into the Bloom for 2. I am playing the one of Blossom because it is restricted and it is amazing. You Digivolve for free, you Digizorb, Digivolve for free. Clearly insane. And of course, our Lilymon Ace. This card is one of my favorite cards right now. I feel like what we were missing for Bloom is removals of the little things. This plays that off. You can play it for 4 and you get a level 5 on the field. Say you have 3 memory, you play it for 4, you just hard play it, on play or when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and you may return one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less to the bottom of the deck. It's not even to hand, it's the bottom of the deck. Like they pass you to 3 by playing out their memory blocker, you just play the Lilymon Ace for 4, pass them to 1, and you bottom deck their memory blocker. And now you have a level 5 on the field, they just have to deal with it, or you go into Bloom next turn. I love it. A lot of people just play the 1 of. I like playing the 2 of just so I can consistently have it. And again, the Blast Digivolve, like the counter is crazy. I didn't know how Blast counter works. You can't just play it from hand. You have to have the level 4 out. But it doesn't matter because most of the time, Bloomlord is gonna have a level 4 out somewhere. So when they attack, you just Digivolve over one of these guys and you bottom deck their It's so good. Lilymon is... I'm so glad that Lilymon is here because it is so good. I only have one more level 5. My MVP for this whole tournament were my 3 Cherrymons. I don't know why people only run 1 or sometimes 2. I want to run 4. Cherrymon is so good. The Digisorption. You're Digivolving for 1. If you don't know what it does, opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of attack to one of your suspended Digimon. Doesn't have to be a fairy, a plant, or whatever suspended. As long as they're suspended, you can send it into them. Cherrymon saved me for so many games. People forgot about him and just swung, and I just tossed them into my Bloom or my Hydra, or they just needed 2 more attacks and then, or 1 attack, and then I just play out a Cherrymon. I just use one of my guys who are out there, even if I have to Digivolve for 3, and they just have to deal with him. It screws up their game plan. These are my, I believe 9. Am I running 9? 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm running 10. Wow, I'm running a lot. And of course, our level 6s are beautiful Flower Knight Prince thing, Bloomlordmon. So powerful, so good. You guys already know what it does. When Digivolving, you suspend one of your Digimon, then gain 1 memory for each suspended Digimon with Vegetation Plant or Fairy in one of its traits. You have in play, if you gain 2 or more, by this effect, unsuspend this Digimon, it gains Piercing for the turn. Your turn, for every 2 suspended Digimon you have in play, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP and gains Security plus 1. The hard part is we have no protection, but because we Digivolve up into this guy super easily, it's not a problem. I might go back into the Mimis because I feel like sometimes you want the Mimis to keep suspending so that you can start up another stack in case your stack dies. Right now, I'm really liking the Yoshino, so I'll have to figure out what I want to do with that. The other 2 is the Hydramon because they are not limited in the regionals. This is your bad boy, right? You don't have to go into him, but it's a great control, like board control. When Digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or your Digimon. All turns, once per turn, all turns. When an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, each other suspended Digimon with Vegetation Plant or Fairy in its traits, you gain 1 memory. On their turn, if they attack, you gain memory depending on how many other Digimon you have that's suspended. Again, he doesn't count for it, unfortunately. Whatever else Digimon you have, then it counts for it. It just deters them from swinging. Or it helps you to digivolve and then digivolve it for less, because you can digivolve, suspend one of their guys, and you gain memory. It's a good one to like pass turn. End of your turn, sorry, once per turn. If you have 2 or more suspended Digimon, this is the hard part, you have to have 2 or more. It's very, very strong. Hydramon, very powerful. My level 7s, obviously, my 2 Quartzmon. I know some people just run the 1. I love having 2 because I'm most likely gonna bottom deck one of them. Sometimes people have an out for the Quartzmon, so you just go back up into it. I think you need to. You can't just have the 1, unfortunately. Do not digivolve into 2 separate ones, because then they both don't unsuspend and you just have to build up another stack. Or you just play out another one and have to attack next turn. When digivolving, suspend all other Digimon and all Tamers, so not just theirs, but yours as well. Every 2 suspended Digimon or Tamers gain 1 memory. All turns other than this Digimon, all Digimon and Tamers don't unsuspend. When attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then trash the top card of your opponent's security stack for every 5 suspended Digimon or Tamers on the whole board, on the whole field, not just yours, not just theirs. You just go into the Bloomlord, you do all your swings, and then you pass turn by playing Quartzmon. Because sometimes Bloomlord, after it swings the first time, like pierces through or whatever, it's kind of useless. Once it's played out all their stuff, it's kind of useless. You just digivolve into the Quartzmon. However, if you have a Hydramon out, don't digivolve over the Hydramon, because the Hydramon is such a good control. You just build another stack, and then you go into Quartz, and you have a Hydra on the side with all these suspended Digimon. And anytime they do swing, you get all this memory. It's insane. Quartzmon and Hydramon out is just bonkers. And then you digivolve into your Cherrymon in the back somewhere, and then you just send all of the attacks into Quartzmon. I might need the altar to these guys, because I love them so much. As much as I enjoy the Rosemon burst mode and how easy it was to go into that burst mode, I don't love the Rosemon enough to play the burst mode. And the Rosemon only lasts for 1 turn, so it's good, but it's just not an end game kind of thing. If the Rosemon was better, then it would be, I would like it more, but the Rosemon is more of a control. So maybe if we go like Bloom and 2 Rosemon instead of the Hydra, but I think Hydra is way stronger. I am running the 3 Yoshino. I love the 3 Yoshino because sometimes they have a memory blocker, but you cannot block the Yoshino because it's a tamer memory gain and you need a memory setter. I love memory setters. I like the Yoshino mostly because I gain memory constantly, but I can see why you would want the Mimi, because Bloomlord can just get popped and then you want to, like, mid attack it gets popped. Right now I'm just enjoying the Yoshino mostly because it can also be searched out with my Lalamon, which is why I'm running 4 of the Lala. I like it a lot, so that's where I'm at right now with the Yoshino, but I might switch into the Mimi at some point. I'm running 1 of the new Mimis, mostly because my friend gave me an alt art, but also because anytime you suspend anything, you gain a memory. You're always suspending with this deck, yours or theirs, so you gain a memory. When you digivolve, you gain a memory. You gain 2 memory with these 2, so I like them a lot. These are good, and on play it's a 3 cost, so the Togemon plays it for free, and it's on play searcher. We love searchers, right? So I dig it. I am playing the one of the green memory boosts. I do want to find a space to have 2. I do want another space for this Mimi as well, so 2 Mimis, 2 green memory boost. Again, this is like your searchers. You need to have them, and having the green memory boost is great to like push out your turn even more. Agility training, I'm running 3. I think 3 is enough. You could go for the 4, but I don't know where to find space for it. I personally love having so much of the Digimon rather than having these, but I guess I could take down like one of my level 5s, one of my level 4s, one of my level 3s for space for these. But right now I'm really enjoying this consistency. It is really consistent. I can see the argument for having more of this and more of this and more of this for your consistency. But this is my Bloomlord deck as of right now. It will change obviously, but currently this is what I'm enjoying. That's my Bloomlord, my top placing regionals Bloomlord, just because it was the only Bloomlord at that level. But I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I hope you guys are able to play this guy out the way that... I know Bloom is really confusing, so if you guys want to see more of Bloom, you let me know. I love playing Bloom. Also, can we just talk about how good this Mimi art is? It's so good. It's so pretty.